Much better. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Beer. Yeah. I am having a weird week this week. Next week is going to also be a very significantly crazy week, by the way. Next week, I have no idea. Tomorrow is actually going to start it's going to start tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be like kind of weird. Monday I have off technically, but it's still going to be a bunch of stuff. Wednesday I'm actually going to be streaming. Thursday I may or may not be off. Friday I am off. Next week is essentially me being off a lot, except for maybe Wednesday. Yeah, so we're gonna see what happens. Yeah. We're gonna see what happens. Okay. Anyways, we are going to jump into this. Okay. So, from what we had last time, we were looking at queries. So what kind of queries we were looking at? We were looking at some interesting stuff. So like a lot of like things that would select into the table. So select as distinct, where, like, between, and or order by, or limit or case. So I know it's kind of like very crazy learning all these, but we're getting there. Slowly we're getting there. I also pulled up the cheat sheet because I feel like we're gonna need the cheat sheet soon. Because I don't remember half the things I learned about on Tuesday. So anyways, we're now learning about aggregate functions. So count, sum, max, min, average, round, group by 1 and group by 2, and then the halving stuff. So essentially, yeah, we're going to learn those little bits, and then we'll take it from there. Also, I'm drinking some iced tea. I've been very unhealthy this week, but I also worked out, so it's kind of like really weird. I don't know how I should be feeling. Although I need to like stop eating out so much. It's a bad thing. Terrible thing I should be doing. I should be going to the gym a little bit more if I could. But we'll see. Anyways, aggregate functions. We are going to learn about that. So introduction. We learned how to write queries to retrieve information from the database. Now we're going to learn how to perform calculations using SQL. Calculations performed on multiple rows of a table are called aggregates. In this lesson, we're giving the table named fake apps, which is made up of fake mobile applications data. So we can actually take a look here. Select star from fake underscore apps and that deal, and I'm pretty sure, boom, there we go. We have about 200 rows of information, and yeah, we have names, locations, categories, employees, raise, valuation, so lots of information. You gotta break that down by, essentially. But now we're gonna try and figure out what's going on. Drink beer. Having a problem? Drink beer. Oh my god. Man, Pokemon cards are like huge now. I mean, they've been big before, but now they're really, really big. I just got a ding on my news thing. Police, half a $1 million Pokemon card collection heist was just called in. Holy crap! Are you kidding me? Imagine someone came into your house and you had like a $500,000 Pokemon card collection, and someone just came in and stole it, that would suck. And I'm kind of interested in collecting Pokemon cards now again, just because I kind of want to relive the nostalgia from back when I was a kid. I want to get the base set back in like the 1990s, but they cost so much. Anyways, so here's a quick preview of what we're going to learn from the fake apps mobile data applications. We're going to learn count, sum, max, min, average, round. Okay, so we're going to essentially look at the fake apps table. So lots of different things here. Boom, we're going to jump right into count. So let's count here. The fastest way to calculate how many rows are in a table is to use the count function. The count function is a function that takes the name of the column as an argument and counts the number of non-empty values in that column. So in our case, if we do select count star from table name, we'll get a count of how many rows there are. So select count star from table underscore name. Boom and boom. Run that. What do we do? Table underscore name, select count star. The query didn't. Oh, fake apps. That's right. Not. Fake apps. There we go. Run that. There we go. So the count we have is 200 in total right there. Yeah, because there you go. Add where clause in the previous query to show how many free apps are in the table. So we where free apps where price equals 0 equals 0. There we go. Yeah, so we're taking the old stuff. Remember this old stuff here? So here are the queries that we can use, right? I mean, we didn't need to use it right away because it was easy, right? But you need to put the where the whatever you're looking for, the price we're looking for was equal to 0. Right? So they found that 70 of the 200, 73 of them were free. Yeah. So yeah, we still have to remember quite a few things from last time. So just be aware of that. Okay. Let's go into sum. So select sum downloads from fake apps. So what we're gonna try and figure out something here. So SQL makes it easy to add all values in a particular sum using sum and then the brackets. Sum brackets is a function that takes the name of the column as an argument and returns the sum of all the values in that column. So we can also do between as well, I'm pretty sure, if we try that somewhere. I don't know. Select sum downloads and then from the source fake underscore apps, and then we run that baby, and there you go. Aggregates from downloads, we have quite a few. We have 3.32 million. It's a lot of downloads for these apps. You know, no joke on these downloads, man. Okay, so we're gonna now look into max and min. So we're gonna look at what the maximum function is and the minimum function is. So the maximum downloads, we're gonna do the maximum amount of downloads and see how many downloads in particular for one download, and then also the yeah, we can also see where we're getting from. So essentially what they're gonna ask us to do is select min, and we're gonna see downloads. Don't know how to spell download. Downloads. There we go. From fake apps, fake underscore Can't type. Why? Apps. There we go. So the minimum amount of downloads here is something on something around there that says 1,387. So we can't really tell. We should be adding extra lines where it would break down more things for us, because that's the most important part. Right? This is kind of like not enough information. So it should be usually from fake apps, and then I think or we need to select downloads and probably something else, you know. So we need to add more things for sure. Yeah, for sure. But here we go. Delete the previous query. Write a new query that returns the price of the most expensive app. So we're gonna do max, and we're gonna do price. $14.99 is the most expensive one. That's actually fairly okay. Depends on what it is though, what function it is. Some man, games these days on apps, man, they're like ridiculous. So it's like Pokemon Go. They want like $100, right? For $100, you get a bunch of coin, right? And like people actually spend $100. I mean, I spend $10, $20 every now and then, right? When the coins are kind of a little dry and I need to go out, you know, I don't have enough time to go out and get my coins, right? And I don't have enough coins for like all my, what do you got, raid passes. But like, man, oh man, is that crazy. Okay, average. Okay, SQL uses the average brackets functions to quickly calculate the average value of a particular column. So we're gonna do select. We're gonna do select this time again, and then AVG. And then we're gonna do, I guess they want downloads. I feel like today's gonna be a very quick lesson. From fake apps. I'm gonna run that. There we go. So the average downloads for all the downloads here is about 16,000, give or take, right there. Remove the previous query and then write a new query that calculates the average price of apps, average price of all of the apps in the table. Okay, so we just replace that with price. Really. So there you go. The average price is about $2, give or take. Fairly simple stuff. Round. Are we basically at the end almost? Oh, we're like 3 away from the end almost, 4 away from the end. Wow, that's crazy fast. By default, SQL tries to be as precise as possible without rounding. We can make the result table easier to read by using the round function. Round function takes 2 arguments inside the parentheses, a column name and an integer. It rounds the values in the columns to the number of decimal places specified by the integer. So what we're going to do essentially is we're going to round out prices to the nearest, I guess, 0 decimal places. Okay, weird. All right, let's see what we can do here. So select name round, and then we're gonna, so this is how we're adding in extra columns as well, right? So we're gonna do price 0 from fake underscore apps. Close that argument there. So now you can see that the name is there and the round price is there. Well, again, if we wanted to add more, we can definitely add more in the category if we really wanted to. Just add a comment in and basically good to go. Give me a second here. Gotta do stuff. No? Okay, nothing. Great. Okay, yeah, so basically we're just understanding how the prices are being rounded off at this point. You can see that prices been rounded off to 0 decimal places in the output. So the 0 decimal places being changed here, as opposed to there's a average price app of this using this query. So now we're going to edit the query so that it rounds this result to 2 decimal places. So what are we going to do here? So we're going to do a AVG. We're going to average the price first, I think, and then it applies to the rounding afterwards. So I think we do it that way. Oh, actually, boop, like that maybe. Whoa. Do we do it together possibly? No, it's not going to work that way, is it? They're making us work for this one. I can tell you that much. We're gonna parentheses that. Is that what they want me to do? Oh, we're so close. I don't know. Stuck. Oh, it was around the other thing. That's tricky. That's tricky. Dang. Okay, so essentially I did it the other way around. I should have done this first. So it's round. We're gonna round off, and then we're gonna do average, AVG, and then we put a bracket in the price. So we do a price, and then we build it that way. Is that the case? Oh, and then 2 decimal places. I didn't realize that. So there we go. Instead of 0 decimal places, we do 2 decimal places. Right? Round. So select name. Oh, wait. Yeah. So, they don't want us to select the name as well. They want us just to select the price, which is kind of weird. Usually you need to. You can't really put in a name for an average price, I guess. So that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, whoa, that's a doozy. So you gotta really know the phonetics of this whole thing, right? So we gotta round out first of the average price. So you kind of have to work a little bit backwards in what you want to do, it looks like. Okay, but that's fine. We'll have to figure that out along the way. We'll figure it out along the way, guys. Don't even worry about it. That's why we're learning, to make the mistakes, so you can keep on making mistakes. Okay, one sec. Okay. So group by what? Oftentimes we want to calculate an aggregate for data with certain characteristics. For instance, we might want to know IMDb ratings for all movies each year. We could calculate each number by a series of queries with different where statements like so. Average, select average IMDb rating from movies where year equals 1999. And then we do another one where we select another average rating from years in 2000 and then 2001. There is a better way, it looks like. Okay. So, we can use the group by as a single step. Group by is a clause in SQL that used the aggregate functions. That is used with aggregate functions. It is used in collaboration with the select statements to arrange identical data into groups. The group by statement comes after any where statements, but before order by or limit. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So you have to do group by before order by or limits. Because if you do it before, it won't do it. So again, it's that phonetic that we have to understand. Okay, so let's go and do this. So we're going to do select price count. I'm going to do star. Oops, there we go. From the fake apps table, we're going to group by price. So now all the prices are now grouped in one with the count, as you can see. Anything that's $0 is now 73, 43. Yeah, so now you can see all the counts of what things are going to be costing what. In the previous query, add a where clause to count the total number of apps that have been downloaded more than 20,000 times at each price. So we're going to select count, so it's going to be downloads now. Group by price, and then at each price, I think, yeah. Oh. Total number of apps that have been downloaded more than 20,000. Oh, it has to go after where, right? Comes anywhere after, yeah, where. Okay, so I gotta go do where, downloads equals more than 20,000. I think that's how you do it. Where downloads equals greater than 20,000. In a previous, we're at a where clause to count the total number of apps that have been downloaded. Where downloads equals 20,000, greater than 20,000. Isn't that right? No? And you group it by price. Oh, wait, group by, wait. Group by count. No, group by downloads. No? Uh-oh. What's happening here? I got a message. I gotta get a communique. What's my communique? Oh. Okay. Group by, I don't know. I'm gonna have to cheat. Group, yeah, it's still group by price. Okay, okay. Select price, count, star, from fake apps where downloads is greater. Oh, I put the equal and I shouldn't have put the equal. Where downloads is greater than 20. I was so close! Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? I was so freaking close on that. Dang, I was really close. Holy crap. Interesting. Okay, anyways. Okay. Select price. sorry, so write a new query that calculates the total number of downloads for each category. So we're gonna select total number of downloads in each category. So we're gonna select category count from fake apps table, where downloads, total number of downloads, where downloads group by downloads. I don't think, yeah. And then I guess we sum downloads. I think that's what we're gonna do. No, I'm gonna cheat now. Oh, we're gonna count is no longer count. It's gonna be sum, and it's gonna be downloads. I don't like cheating, but is that probable there? Group by category. There you go. Okay. I gotta study this a little bit harder. I gotta be thinking a little bit harder on this, just because it doesn't seem like I'm doing a very good job of thinking about it. So we sum up downloads. You know, that calculates the total number for each category. Total number of each category. So it looks like we're gonna make the sum downloads for all these. So we select category and we do a sum for downloads, but we are doing a. Okay. So we are selecting a category, and we're also selecting downloads. But what we're going to do with downloads is we're going to summarize downloads as well. Right. From the fake apps table, and we're going to group it by its category. It's getting more and more complex. I mean, we're building on the complexity, which is the crazy part. Give me a second here. No way. Cool. That's really nice. I had someone follow me on Instagram who was kind of famous. Well, famous in Japan, not famous here. That's okay though. That's what you're looking for though. For instance, okay, what we want to do is want to group by. So we're doing instead of wait, hold on. Wait a minute. We're learning group by 1. Now it's group by 2. What's going on here? Group by round. Interesting. Okay. Sometimes we want to group by a calculation done on a column. For instance, we might want to know how many movies have IMDb ratings that round to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do this by using the following syntax. Select round, and then we'd round up IMDb rating. Count, and then name. Group by IMDb rating. Order by round IMDb rating. Sorry, group by round IMDb rating. Order by round IMDb rating. However, this query may be time-consuming to write and more prone to error. SQL lets you use column references in our group by that makes our lives easier. 1 is the first column selected, 2 is the second column selected, 3 is the second column selected, and so on. The following query is equivalent to the above one. Select round IMDb rating, count name from movies, group by 1, order by 1. Here, the 1 refers to the first column in our select statement, round IMDb rating. Oh, okay, so circular references that actually make sense of it all. Okay, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for coming in. Second person, and then liking, and then leaving. Thank you. I'm trying. I know this is boring, but you know, whatever. It's all good. If you have. Interesting. Okay. Okay. For the first column. Okay, so we're gonna do. Okay, so let's just test it out. Select category, and then we're gonna go into price, not pros, but price, and then we're gonna do average downloads from the fake apps table. Whoops. And then we're going to group by category and price. I'm going to close that off. Select category and then price. Oops. And then we're going to average downloads. So we selected category, price, and then the downloads in averages from the fake apps table. And then we're going to group by categories and then price. So categories and price. So I'm assuming, write the exact query, but use the column reference numbers instead of the column numbers after group by. So we do 1 and 2. And there we go. So we, as you can see here, 1 referred to line 1, 2 referred to line 2, it looks like. The first column in our select statement. Now, well, I wouldn't say, okay, so column and rows between line numbers are very different. I'm going to be very honest here. So it's not like, so this is referring to specifically the first column of what we said here is column 1 category, column 2 price, column 3 is downloads. Very, very, very specific. You have to be aware of that. Okay. And I'm pretty sure this is the last one, aren't we? Yeah, we're at the last part of this, baby. That's it. We're reaching a half an hour. And yeah, we're basically donezo. In addition to being able to group data using the group by, SQL also allows you to filter which groups to include and which to exclude. For instance, imagine that we want to see how many movies of different genres were produced each year, but we only care about years and genres with at least 10 movies. We use where here because we don't want to filter the rows. We want to filter groups. Interesting. So I guess we're just really making sure that the having side is just like, you know, making sure that everything's all kind of tight and put together. And this is where having comes in. Having is very similar to where. In fact, all types of where clauses you learned about thus far can be used with having. Okay, so in our case, we can use the following for the problem. Select year, so that's the year column, the genre column, and then the count column, and then, sorry, the name column, but we're going to use the count for the names, so that's our previous clause for that. From the movies table, and then they're going to group by the first one, which is year, the second one, which is genre, so it's always going to be like that. I'm pretty sure you can always like flip it over as well. I'm pretty sure you can always like group by 2 then 1, so it'll group by genre then year, but obviously that's not going to make sense if you do it that way anyways. And then having count name, so having that selection there greater than 10. Interesting. Having things comes always comes after group by, but before order and by and limit. Interesting. Okay. So we can't go. So I think where is also before group by, as I remember. But having has to be after, as I remember. I'm just trying to remember if that's the case. Okay. But that's okay. I mean, we can always go back to group by number 1. Group by number 1 will probably tell us. Yeah. The group by statement comes after any where statements. Yeah, so having is very different. Having has to come, has to be after the group by. So you got to be really careful, I guess. But then it makes sense. Like having this, you can't go group having this and then group by that, right? It has to be grouped by this, having that, right? You have to sort of use that logic, I guess, on that. So the syntax again has to make sense. Okay, so let's just finish this instructions off here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do, suppose we have the query below. So select, we're gonna select price, and we're gonna round out the averaging of downloads, AVG, downloads. Okay. And we're also gonna put in the count, and then we'll have all the counts from, the fake apps, from the fake apps table. We're grouping it by price, and that argument there. What am I missing here? Oh, I didn't do I keep on forgetting that part. There we go. So yeah, because it's trying to read that it's gonna be downloads of the count of whatever. It doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna do. So you can see here the prices of all these categories here. The categories are price, and then the average downloads for all these prices, and the count itself. So it returns the average downloaded and the number of apps at each price point. However, certain price points don't have very many apps, so their average downloads are less meaningful. Add a having clause to restrict the query to price points that have more than 10 apps. So we're gonna put having price more than 10. Right? No? Having price more than 10. Oh, I wrong closure of the clause. Is that right? So more than 10 with the price. Oh, wait. More than 10 apps. Price to price points that have more than 10 apps. Where down? I think downloads is more than 10. Right? No, that doesn't make any sense. Count star. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Having count bracket star more than 10. So I don't understand how that makes any sense of this here. because a condition has an aggregate function on it, we have to use having instead of where. Huh. I'm trying to understand this part here. Having count name more than 10, having count star having more than 10. It's like it filters out. I guess it filters out in the table. It filters out anything with the count that's more than 10, that's less. It filters out anything that's less than 10, keeping in any of the prices that have more than 10 downloads. Excuse me. So there you go. So like some things are kind of like making it not so great, so it won't count. It shouldn't be counting those, I think. Yeah. Pretty sure that's how it's supposed to happen, but I don't know. That's just me. Okay. Yeah. So it's review time. This is it. We're at the review part. So I mean, today's stuff is a little bit on the like. There's just a few things that we're really learning about, but at the same time, though, I mean, you gotta really know how they kind of work out, because this stuff is a little bit more difficult. I mean, in terms of again, the syntax of it all, right? So just making sure that we actually have an idea what's going on. Okay. So yeah, so we understand a little bit more about having to count the rows, sum up the values in each column, sorry. The maximum and the minimum of the largest value, averaging those out in a column, rounding it, so make sure we always do the round out first. We round out the averages, right? Or we round out the summary, or sum. Group by, and then having. And then having has to always be after the group by. Group by has to be after the where clause statement. So there you are. What's going on with that, right? I know, crazy. There's also the Pro Quiz and 2 project. I'm honestly getting so close to getting the Pro because it just makes more sense. Like, I feel like having the Pro function is like pretty sweet, man. Okay, so because you can do so many projects, and I like the projects a lot. Anyways, so multiple tables. That's our next lesson, probably Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, I won't do it today or tomorrow. Sorry. Yeah, 50% off annual Pro memberships. Whoa, I might want to do that. That might be pretty sweet. We'll see. If I do a year, I think people might like that. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Anyways, I am gonna finish up or close off, and we're gonna head straight to boom, Twitch. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, we're not gonna be on tomorrow for YouTube, I don't think. I might not even be on tomorrow at all. Actually, we'll see. Yeah. If anything, I'll check you guys.